Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Professor Layton and Diabolical Box. Last time we found that Chalmy was going to show us the photo that we should have had access to a while before. And then it turns out he lost the scraps. Alright. I don't know why I always... Yeah, they'll tell us here. Layton and Luke returned to the hotel to ask Chalmy about the photo from the doctor's home. Fortunately, it seems the inspector unwittingly scattered the photo scraps all across town. Following the inspector's trail, the pair sets out to recover all the missing pieces of the photo. And we got some reading to do first off, right? If I can open up the trunk. I don't know why I had issues with that, but I sure did. Lost photograph. How disappointing. I wanted to take another look at that torn up photograph the inspector took from the doctor's apartment. It seems the fellow lost it. The only way I'll ever get a look at the thing is to retrace the inspector's path around town and gather up the pieces. Bother. Is that how he swears? By saying the word bother? It's a funny word as like an exclamation. It's like saying issue or problem when something happens. Alright. Let's read the son of Duke Curzon, or I guess he is Duke now himself, Duke Curzon's diary. Father's always done what he wants, regardless of who objects. He's that way with everyone, even his sons. It's no wonder my younger brother always seems so irritated with him. Even so, he and I must endure Father's whims, because, as next in line to rule full sense, we cannot leave this town even if we want to. We are stewards of this town, and we must stay here to watch over it. Very horror game journal we're getting here. But what's your deal, Barton? Keep this under your hat, but the hole in the inspector's pocket? A dog did that. A dog, officer? What dog? It's the one in the alley that Luke tried to talk to, right? Inspector Chalmy had a altercation with a canine by a path to the northeast corner of town. Well, dogs can sniff out mean people, you know. That's just more proof that he needs to be nicer. Sir may be a bit prickly at times, but he's actually quite kind. Would you care to hear a puzzle the inspector once told me? I'm guessing you're going to tell us either way. 111, how many turns? 50 pig rats. It's a pretty tricky one. Chalmy sent his squad out to investigate an incident. Before leaving, he said this. I want you to search the entire area shown on this map. Take any route you want, but report how many times you turned in the process. You're free to use left or right, but U-turns are strictly forbidden. The bobbies who completed their shift and returned to report their turns. Judging by the reports, though, it seems at least one man wasn't telling the truth. Mark the liars with an X. Okay. So, I think the idea here is like... So when you turn, like, you start out facing this direction, right? And you have to end facing this direction. So, that is 2 turns either way, right? And then, you can turn like that, and then you can turn and then turn back pretty easily. So that adds another, so it has to be even is what that's telling us. So immediately, these two are lying. As for the minimum number of turns, like 1, 2, like surely 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. Sorry, my brain's fried. Let's do this properly. Like, see, that's 12 right there, right? And I go down, and that's 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. A minimum of 24. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you not do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you could, I think you can ostensibly do any even number, at least like 24 or what I said. They're all way over, so I'm guessing it's just the two with odd numbers.
And now to test my theory.
Yeah, alright, there you go. Perfect.
And there we have it.
I mean, it's a straightforward idea, but you just gotta be sure, you know? Make sure there's not like, oh, it actually can only be divisible by 4 or something like that. But it's not. Sharp thinking. The two men who made 105 and 113 turns must have been goofing off. Since the men started out on a horizontal path, you can infer that if they turned an odd number of times, they'd end up on a vertical path. Conversely, if they made an even number of turns, they'd end up on a horizontal road. Any Bobby who did his job properly would have to turn an even number of times to get back to the station, which is at the end of a horizontal road. Now, like, proving that an odd number is necessary isn't hard, it's showing that it's sufficient was kind of the challenge. Well done, sir. I must be off. The inspector and I need to sweep the area for clues. Do watch yourselves when you're out on the streets. There's no telling what's out there. Likewise, officer. Oh, and we got another diary key, so let's just read that immediately, I guess. No longer able to tolerate his father's selfish ways, my younger brother has left full sense for good. Strangely enough, father doesn't seem affected by it at all. If anything, he only seems more focused on excavating even more gold from the mines. Is that miserable ore worth so much to him? I'm beginning to think I'll never understand that man. One other thing, since we're kind of off track already, I want to look for where Granny Riddleton is at. Like, if I back up here, is she still going to be on the train? Also, who are you? What's your deal? Rory. You're in full sense now, kid, so go on and dream big, because anything's possible here. Let me welcome you newcomers with a little riddle. It celebrates a plaza like the one you and I are standing in right now. 60 plaza puzzle, 25 pig rats. I vaguely remember this. So there's a big old statue in the middle of the plaza. When you take away the area that occupies the statue, the plaza looks kind of donut-like in shape. It's a torus. What I gotta do is divide this donut plaza into two identically shaped parts using only one line. Oh, and before you get any big ideas, the dotted lines shown below won't cut it because they're actually two lines. Okay, so what I'm thinking is either gotta be something like this, or it's there's some trick where it's like they're different sizes. Or you could do something like this. Can you cheat it like that? Like that is one line. It's not something like that, is it?
This should do the trick.
No. Okay, it was worth a shot.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Focus on the term one line, there's a hint there. Is it not a, technicality? Is it, or is it like the other Do you just go like that?
Consider this puzzle solved.
No. Okay, well, I tried.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
You know what, that's another case. Let's just use some hint coins. In an example illustration, the puzzle has been divided into two lines, which makes the answer invalid. The fact that you need to use a single line to answer the problem is key. Since you can only use one line, you know you won't be solving this one by drawing lines through the middle of the plaza, right? Ha ha ha, yeah, I figured that one out. What do we got? Even if you avoid drawing your line through the center of the plaza, no single straight line will divide the plaza into two pieces that are the same shape. By the way, did you notice the goal here isn't to make two pieces that are the same size, but merely the same shape? Keep that in mind. So yeah, I was right in that it's they're going to be different sizes, but that's not really... Oh, there's one more. Still having trouble, you should know that the single line you need to draw... Oh, I get it, is a circle. The only remaining question is where to place it to have the two pieces of the plaza are the same shape and directly proportional to one another. So it's going to be something like this. Except, like the idea, okay. We're going to have a situation like this here. So we have little r, we've got big R, and we'll call this X. So we want, essentially when we're scaling this up, the X to R is going to go to R to X. So we're going to be multiplying them both by X over R. So X over R times R is X times X. Something, is that the idea? Is that the implication?
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay. Alright, I didn't...
A true gentleman leaves
I
no
should have
puzzle
got the
unsolved.
donut thing, but I don't know exactly... Like, is there a certain ratio? I figured out the radius of the... what the radius of the inner one is based on the ratio of the outers, but I don't know. If you draw a circle around the plaza about 1/3 of the way out from the middle, your line will divide the donut into two identically shaped figures that are directly proportional. In geometrical terms, shapes like these are known as similar figures. That one kind of got me, I will admit, but it's fine. Lots of folks come to Full Sands dreaming of fame and glory, but you guys seem different. Take it as someone who's been around the block. Stay away from the woods northwest of town. I can go back. There's scary music all of a sudden. Professor, the train's still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. I mean, Sammy and them are out. Then it seems we have no choice but to remain in town. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area. I guess so. Okay, let's keep looking. And they boot me back here. Alright, so... Granny Riddleton is not out here, if nothing else. We already talked to you, weird child. Where's my cursor? There it is. We talk to you. You just say, oh, I'd be tired if I were you. That bulldog is blocking our path to the northeast corner. I'm not to get through. Ah, hey. Can you move, please? Growth. Our friend the bulldog seems to have changed his temperament since we last met. Growler. Looks like he's really hungry, Professor. I think he'll let us pass if we bring him a snack. Very well. I seem to remember a grocer beneath the watchtower. I'm sure we can find a suitable snack for our friend there. The customer decided to visit the local grocer. Alright, fair enough. There's not even anywhere else we can go from here. Yeah, the map, the more info on the map is nice. Who are you? Layla. Why is everyone so quick to warn people away from the castle? I mean, what does it matter? The path there is blocked by that gate that's always locked. I take it that's the sole path to the castle, then? Through the woods. Oh, so you actually want to go there? It's a weird and scary place, but I understand the feeling. The gate does open once a day to let this old carriage through. If you hide in the bushes, you might be able to sneak in with the thing. So the gate does open. Do you know anything about this carriage? You got me there. But it heads up to the castle every day about the same time. But hey, now that you reminded me, would you mind helping a girl with a puzzle? 120 in tug of war, 30 pick rats. Teams of horses are participating in tug of war matches. All teams are drawn from an 8-horse stable. The first 3 matches ended with a draw. You want the 4th match to end to result in a draw as well. Which horses should be on the team pulling against E and F? Tap your picks. If the previous matches ended in draws, and the implication here, I guess, is that we're adding, so like, I'm gonna rate it just like this, but like, think of it as adding. It's an additive group. Don't worry about it. So we want to find E and F, right? So E and F is equal to A, B, C, D. So I guess what we want to do, we want to isolate E and F. So EF here we know is equal to A, B, C, D, G inverse, H inverse. I guess writing a subtraction will be better. Sorry. I know I'm spending a lot of time just on this part, but like that, alright? So then we want, we also know from C that it's equal to AD minus H. So this means from that BC is equal to G. So in HBC versus GA, since BC is G, that means H is equal to A. Which means D is equal to FE. We need to find G. No wait, so GH is equal to ABC, so EF is equal to D. Right? I think so.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, there we go.
Layton's apprentice strikes
Ones like this are just like algebra in disguise, right? Way to go. Of course, other matchups might break, but the only one confirmed will end in a tie based on this information is horse D. Isn't me towards the art style around this puzzle kind of different? Like, there are these like 3D horses in the menu there. And now I get it. Tee hee hee hee. Thanks a bunch. Like I was saying, if you want to get through that gate, sneaking into the carriage is your best bet. But you never know what kind of dangerous stuff will be hiding in the woods, so I say stay here. We got a diary key to read next time, I suppose, because we are at time. So we're gonna save here, and we're gonna call it an episode. Might be another shorter one, but I noticed we kind of went over a fair bit in the past, so we'll cut these ones a bit shorter. I think that's fine. And for now, as always, thank you for watching.